AnimeSecrets.org, the answer to all your burning questions.
Hey guys, Psycho Red here from Anime Secrets. I am here with Christopher Cho, best known for Nukus from Big Bad Beetleborgs and the voice of Dark Specter, Power Rangers in Space.
Hello.
I guess we'll lead off with what was it like working on the set of Big Bad Beetleborgs? What was your what was the whole experience like for you?
Well, we had a set interior where they had the cave and all of that stuff, and that was very nice because it was air conditioning. Because the costume obviously would get very heavy, and after 15 or 20 minutes, it's like God, and run over to the AC vent and just stand there and oh, thank God. But when we shot on location, which was like the Charterville city, that was tougher because there was no air conditioning, very very hot, and you'd have your little portable fans, but that would not cut the mustard. The cast and the crew were awesome to work with. Everybody was really fun. Everybody was really cool. Everybody was really friendly. I don't think any of us had any idea how big or what kind of following it was going to get. You kind of, when you're shooting a show, there's no like live studio audience, so you have no idea if anybody's getting into it. But then when you start running into people later, like, oh, I love your show, then it's like, oh, okay, cool. I guess we're doing something good. So, but everybody was really, it was very, very much a team, very familiar, very much like a family working on the set, for sure.
Very cool. Did you have a favorite? Did you have a favorite particular scene, or was there a day that you just really enjoyed better than anyone else?
Boy, that's hard to ask after 15 years. It's hard to remember pretty much anything. I'm lucky to remember yesterday, truthfully.
I'm with you there.
I would definitely say that there was one episode when we were shooting out on location in quote Charterville, and there were a bunch of kids who were out there kind of watching us as we were shooting these street fights and street scenes and whatnot. And they were waiting around to have autographs afterwards, which for me that was the first time anybody had wanted an autograph. So I remember that being very satisfying. I was like, oh wow, I'm actually working as an actor now, and I got kids who want an autograph. This is cool. This is so cool. So that was exciting for me. I kind of feel like, okay, I'm actually making strides in my career and I'm getting somewhere. So that was definitely one of the moments that I took away going home, going, guess what? I worked today and kids wanted my autograph. How cool is that? Oh, I'm a success. And then coming to this convention last year was a big surprise. I have to say, after 15 years or whatever it's been, to know that people are still watching it now, like on Netflix, I was blown away. And people would Facebook me saying, hey, I saw you as Nukus, I loved you. I was like, wow, I thought I was the only one watching the show. I was guilty of watching it Saturday morning going, well, this is me, this is my work, and I didn't think anybody else was watching. So to think that there are others out there made my day. I was like, oh, this is so cool. So between those two, those are probably my highlights, truthfully.
Cool. Did you ever have a time on the set where, how do I want to put it? Where you just couldn't get the lines right and you had like maybe a case of the giggles going on. Was there ever something like that going on?
I don't remember ever having a case of the giggles. Not with that suit on. There was nothing funny about that suit. I'll be really honest. That thing was a pain in the butt. I don't think so. I like to think I was perfect and I never blew a line, but I'm sure there were some stumbles here or there. But for the most part, I do remember we were pretty efficient. We got our stuff in and out relatively quickly. I do remember on the first day of shooting, we walked in and we did our first take, and I heard one of the crewmen as they set up for the second take. One of the crewmen said, "Wow, so this is what it's like to have actors on the set." And I thought, is that a good thing or a bad thing? He says, dude, we just nailed it on the first take. We're just doing this for coverage, just to make sure. And I was like, oh, okay, so that's a good thing. So we were pretty sharp. Our side of the team, we knocked it out pretty good. So I don't remember having any. I know there was the occasional blue thing that we would do intentionally for the blooper reel, but other than that, no, I don't remember having any trouble because I'm such a pro.
That's awesome. Let's see here. What would you say was your favorite part of playing Nukus?
Well, the politically incorrect answer would be makeup. Because I'd have a very early makeup call to get all that makeup put on and everything. And the makeup artist, she was such a sweetheart, and we got to be really good friends. But you know, it's tough to, you know, you're sitting there and she's doing this work on you, and it's hard to get like a comfortable position. So there were a couple of times when she'd just say, I know this isn't really right, but can I just kind of straddle you? Okay, so here I am sitting back and she's just kind of sitting on top of me painting my face. I have to admit, that was a nice way to start the day. It's good morning. I have a lady sit on my lap now. Whoa! But best part of the day really was probably when the director says, you know, cut, perfect, moving on. You know, anytime you nail a take and the director's like, yeah, that's it. That's satisfying. You know you're doing your job.
Okay, well, we'll switch gears, change over to Power Rangers in Space.
Power Rangers in Space.
Your work as Dark Specter.
Yes.
What was your favorite part about that?
Dark Specter was so fun because I didn't have to wear a suit. I didn't have to show up on location. I didn't have to do anything but show up into the sound booth. I could go in my pajamas if I wanted to because there was no video or anything, so you just show up, you know, looking like hell, just roll out of bed. Hey guys, how's it going? This is my scene. Okay. And go. And okay, thank you. It was so easy. It was so simple. And I hate to sound like a cheapskate, but I was making money and I was playing. I was just playing in the sound booth. How can that be bad? It's so fun. And looking at the footage, you know, most of the scenes were me chastising Astronomer. That's good footage to have to watch over and over and over again. It's just like, wow, this is like the perfect job ever. I'm going to sit here and look a very attractive villain, chastise her, and get paid for it. This is awesome.
I know this has happened to a few of the other people I've interviewed. Has anybody ever left you any little script bombs when you were in the booth recording to purposefully trip you up?
That would have been awesome. I wish they had. That would have been fun. No, they were very pro. They were, you know, and for them, you know, they have a tight schedule. It's like, okay, you're going to do your ADR from 12 to 12:20, 12:25, we've got the next person. So, you know, we didn't have a lot of time to screw around. And if you couldn't get this, if you couldn't match the lips. Now, fortunately, with Dark Specter, there weren't, you know, matching lips was not a big challenge. But yeah, there wasn't a lot of time to goof around, so they were pretty businesslike and pretty okay. Moving on. So yeah, but now that I think about it, that would have been funny. That would have been a funny little bit.
I know I asked you before the camera was on, but do you remember doing any of the blooper reels at the end, aside from the Astronomos that aired?
And the sad part, yeah, Astronomos. Now I'm going to have to go hunt that down because I don't remember that, and that's a funny bit. I wish I could remember that. For Dark Specter, no, I don't remember doing very much for the blooper reel at all, which is kind of sad. That really shows. Brain is starting to go. I remember doing one for the Beetleborgs, but you know, this was back before digital. You know, I think they were actually shooting on film, I think. So, you know, you don't waste those resources. You know, that's expensive to develop, and they don't want to screw around. So, you know, they kept it pretty lean, if memory serves correctly.
I guess we'll wrap it up with how are you enjoying your Power Morphicon 2014 experience?
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's great to see the fans. It's great to meet the people who've like friended me on Facebook and who now come out here to see me face to face. It's very satisfying to know that I've done something that somebody's watched and enjoyed. It's fun to reconnect with fellow cast members. You know, you don't get to see them, even though we all live out here in Los Angeles. I don't get to see them on a regular basis, so that's fun. And make new friends, meet new people, say hello to people that I haven't met. It's very satisfying. Very satisfying. Very, very nice.
Well, thank you very much, sir, for spending time with Anime Secrets today, and please enjoy the rest of your con.
Well, thanks for coming by. Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, you. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. You can also check out Anime Secrets on Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook. Do you want more than that? I know you do. Then go to our website where you can see daily updates and articles and exclusive interviews.